Hey guys, we're back again, and this time we're here to review One Piece chapter 1004 entitled Kibi Dango. I gotta say, I was a little bit disappointed with the way, well, not even with the way the last chapter ended, because it ended with Kaido's silhouette, but I was a little bit more disappointed before I read the chapter, into reading the chapter, that we didn't get to see his actual hybrid form. But once I read the chapter, I'm not like disappointed anymore because that shit was fire as fuck. So the chapter literally starts off with Speed going around giving Tama's Dango to the gifters, and they are basically happy because Speed is sexy as fuck, and she's basically lying to them and telling them that it is a strength enhancement and it's gonna help with their injuries, and it's from Queen. So with Speed being as fine as she is and all them boys wanting to hit, they're just like, oh, it's from Queen and you look good, all right, bet, we finna just take this shit. And they start taking the Tama's Dango, and we get a little flashback of Tama kind of ripping out the Dangos on a boat, and she's basically saying that she wants to go and help the Alliance, and she's ripping all them shits out of her cheek like as much as she can, which just goes to show you like her like willpower and perseverance like through all of this, and how much she really wants the same thing as Luffy, which is basically Wano, where everybody can eat their fill. So she rips all the Dango out, and we see that Daifugo and Gazelle Man are also with them, and they're also on the battlefield going around passing out Dango and putting it in people's mouths. It's kind of funny because the Alliance fighters, like as Gazelle Man and Daifugo are running around putting shit in people's mouths, like they're like, oh my god, it's the Vice Warden, like get him. And he's like, no, I'm on you guys' side now, like please, like don't attack me, you'll see. Then we see the fight shift a little bit, and it's Frankie and Sasaki going at it, which is kind of cool because it's kind of like two armored things fighting each other, and it seems that Frankie has a little bit of an edge in this battle. He was like just picked up Sasaki a little bit and just tossed him. While he did that, Sasaki quickly recovered and just started running towards him, and Sasaki's underlings basically grabbed Frankie and held him still. They tell Frankie that they're not just bitches, they're gifters, which is kind of funny. It's like, oh, we're not just your normal little bitches, you know what I'm saying? We are bitches, but with animal powers. Like, what the fuck? Frankie's basically like saying like, let me go, and he's like, damn, like they're kind of, not as bitchy as I thought. They're a little bit strong. And Sasaki hears like Usopp and Nami, and it's also Frankie hears Usopp and Nami, and he's like, perfect timing, get these like little bitches off me, pretty much. And it's funny as fuck. Here comes Tama saying that's what she's here, is to even the odds. And you know what, it would really help, because imagine if she just got 5,000 gifters on their side. It would kind of make a big difference in the battle, or even 10,000. And out of that 10,000, let's just take half of the Tobi Roppo. I call dibs on Who's Who because his design looks cool as fuck, and he's a saber-toothed tiger. I wish they shifted to that fight with him and Jinbei. I'd love to see Cat versus Fish. But back to the chapter. So right, here comes Tama, and she's saying that's why she's here, is to even the odds, after Sasaki says, that's why they have superior numbers against them, and she basically tells all the gifters to help Frankie. So Sasaki dodges Frankie's attack, and he realizes that a lot of the gifters that busted in behind Tama and Usopp and Nami are kind of attacking his people. And then Page One and Oti bust in screaming Sasaki, like all these people are like traitors, like crushed them to a pulp. And then we see Nami use one of her thunderbolt attacks against Ulti while she's jumping up in the air trying to headbutt them again, and Sasaki just sitting there while that's happening, like wondering why the hell are all these gifters on their side? Are they using some sort of ability? And then Nami zaps Ulti with a thunder lightning tempo, but she knows it's not gonna keep Ulti down for long, so she knows she needs like a stronger attack. And then we see Usopp just shooting Dango into the mouths of now Sasaki's men, and then Tama tells everybody to follow her, and then they start following her, and then Sasaki's figuring out what the fuck, and he's telling his men like stay put. And while he's getting distracted by that, because his men was just literally on his side, and now they're literally on Tama's side, so he's so confused. And while he's doing that, Frankie, he's hard boiled, so he's like, yo, keep your eyes on me. He pulls out the fucking giant sword and he slashes Sasaki. I wonder if that's gonna deal a fatal blow to Sasaki, or if it's gonna make him have to go into his hybrid form, because that slash looks kind of deep. Then it kind of shifts to Sanji, and it seems like there was like an off-screen battle with Sanji and a bunch of men that apparently burst into the pleasure hall, but Sanji didn't really touch any of the women in there, which his character has been like that from day one. People keep expecting for Sanji to be able to hit a woman one day, and I would be disappointed personally if that happened. This is one of the things in his character that I like about him and hate about him at the same time, because sometimes I'm like, bro, like you could just really defeat these people so easily because you're strong if you would just hit them. But his character design is perfect the way it is. So Black Maria is kind of calling Sanji stupid for not hitting women, but also praising him for the off-screen battle where he defeated the men. And now she's telling him to call Robin, and Sanji's basically asking, why? And she's like, just call Nico Robin here. We'll be able to amplify your voice with this person's ability. I'm wondering if they're like one of the eye people that Big Mom keeps talking about, that ability that Pudding's supposed to have. I'm just wondering if that's what they are, because it's kind of weird that their ability is able to kind of perceive things. It seems like they have sensory kind of abilities. But back to the chapter, Sanji is now figuring out what Inarashi and Nekomamashi had told them about Robin probably being subject to kidnapping, because they basically want Robin to basically read the poneglyphs. And Sanji's basically, you shouldn't underestimate Nico Robin, and it's kind of weird that he says like Nico Robin and like her full name like that. So I'm just wondering if when he said that the chick used the ability and Robin like somehow he or Sanji like say her name, but maybe she too would probably be like wondering why would Sanji say Nico Robin, that's weird of him. So maybe it's kind of like a signal, like, Robin, don't come here, well, you'll be in fucking danger if you do. So then we shift to King getting a message from the Bao chick about the scabbards, and basically saying that the scabbards are still alive and they're in a room, but there's an extra person in that room and he can't get there. And Black Maria basically says that she's gonna go, and Sanji's sitting there dumbfounded because he's basically playing around while he's just now finding out, like, oh my god, the scabbards must have been defeated. He hears that they're alive, but he's just fucking around, but there's a 10th person that they said is in the room, because there's supposed to be 9 red scabbards, but there seems to be a 10th, and it looks like it could be Toki or Hiyori just from the hair, but the person is crying, so I'm not sure who it could be. The face looks kind of manly, but I don't know. But whoever it is must recognize Kinemon and the Scabbards. Must know them personally somehow. So I'm wondering who it could be from their past, present, or future. My best guess is Toki or Hiyori, but who knows who it could be. So let me know what you guys think about the chapter, and I will see you guys next time.